Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to my 2 cents uncensored right here on Zone 69 Magazine. Man, it's been a while. Unajua tulifanya stuff some time back, but we stopped. I don't know why, but we had to stop. But now we are back, and of course we'll be looking at some of the new releases that have been released by a couple of artists right in the 254. We'll be looking at also albums, EPs, and a lot of the projects, mixtapes that are being released by the local artists right in here. So if you have a project and you feel like you want me to listen to it, and I give my 2 cents about the project, you know where to reach me. You can always DM Zone 69 Magazine across all social media platforms, and from there we will pick up the conversation. So right about now, like 3 days ago, a man like Otile Brown is back, released a brand new video, Sio Leo, which was done in South Africa. And for a long time, man, Otile amekuwa chini ya maji, and a lot of guys have been asking, what happened? Because if you just do a simple research, you realize a little Miss the Water. Alitoa the video like 2 months ago, and Miss the Water is a track of his EP that was released around 6 months ago, and the name of the EP likunaitwa The Real King of the East. So he released the EP, then akaenda chini ya maji for a couple of months. He released one of the videos of the EP, which was Miss the Water, and that was track number 2 of that EP. So if you haven't listened to the EP, make sure that you go and listen to it. But right about now, if you go across all his DSPs, that is on Spotify, on Facebook, on Amazon, wherever you get your music from, you realize like he has a brand new song named Sio Leo. And, if you know Otile Brown is all about love, and if any msema mapenzi, ish and stuff like that, make sure that you go and check that out. Again, don't forget, while you are at it, the EP also, The Real King of the East pia inabaki pia umesikiliza hapo hivyo kiasi to know how that goes. Then now from Otile Brown, we go to another heavyweight in the 254, that is tuko na Femi 1. So she has a brand new track out inaitwa Tuzitoke, right? And I'm talking about this track because a lot of guys walikuwa na compare it with the okay ya Gabiru Mtu Necessary. So like the melody, the flow, when it comes to the chorus is the same. A lot of guys are saying like that, but I don't know, man. Maybe if you go listen to it. And of course, Tuzitoke is available again across all DSPs. Go look for Femi 1. It's available there. But again, now the concern, a lot of people are asking, PIA amekaa for a couple of months, for the caliber of artist. You never know what they're cooking, right? You never know. But a lot of them, they love to release bodies of work. So like if you compare hii Tuzitoke ya Femi 1 imekuja after like 4 months after she released inaitwa Wajiseme. So Wajiseme was like 4 months ago. Then now she has Tuzitoke. So the year is here, and a lot of guys are asking, man, already to go almost halfway the year, and like this big artist, we haven't seen much from them as we expected. Is it that we have a lot of expectations when it comes to mtu kama Femi 1, when it comes to mtu kama Otile Brown, when it comes to, because walianza mwaka with a body of work, like Otile alianza mwaka with an EP. So a lot of guys are expecting maybe videos back to back of the EP now. Now we have to see the visuals of the EP itself. And now also tuko na Femi 1. A lot of guys were like, yeah, maybe angeanza mwaka pia with an EP or kitu kama hiyo or something like that. But who knows, man? Maybe they're working on something. But I always feel, again, if they flood us with a lot of music, the consumption rate would be the same as it's supposed to be. So Sijui, what's your 2 cents? Again, you can always DM us, or you can always leave a comment on any of these videos. So next up, let us switch things a little bit and wacha tuingie into the world of gospel a little bit. And of course, a man like Ringtone. A lot of guys know him because of a lot of controversies that are always in his corner. But he has a brand new track out. It's now the world of gospel again. another lost soul or another man who's so lost again, mwenye amepotea sana, si lost ile nini, but amepotea sana, is a man like Didi Man, you know. And Didi Man was alikuwa one half of the famous gospel group in Kenya, inaitwa Kelele Takatifu, you know, him and Mojishot Baba. So like when they split, everybody kinda solo, they've been making music. And I remember the year they split, man, like muziki like inatoka back to back, moja anatoa Didi Man anatoa, moja anatoa Didi Man anatoa. But for a minute Didi Man alienda pia kapotea, but nikichapa pita zangu nikaona he has a brand new track out, it's called Umbali, available across all his DSPs. And it's an interesting track, man. If you know, Didi Man is all about the dances. It's all about, you know, feel good music. So if you want to dance to something, iko na some good dance moves, unazitangaje choreographies zimefanywa fiti. It's a track that you'll give an ear to, or it's a track that you will listen to kawe ni DJ and you need something to have the crowd to dance to. Umbali is a track that I'm sure it can get the crowd moving. Now again, at the same as Ringtone, pia mimi nitajiuliza, is Didi Man back? Are we expecting now a project from him? Are we expecting now an album? Because now it's been a minute since he released an album. It's been he's been out with singles, but now is it time now? Is he ready now for like a body of work now to release like an album, an EP or an LP? So these are some of the things that if you're a music fan, you'll ask yourself, man, like, what's going on? Are we expecting something bigger than what he has already released? And also that's the conversation that is going to be happening this year, because ameanza mwaka kiwa silent and then Umbali. So again, atatunyima tracks until the end of the year, or what's happening? I wish we had him on the show akuja tuambie, but nevertheless, make sure that you check Umbali out, which is doing very well. And of course, if you're a gospel enthusiast, make sure again you check Ringtone. Also, he has a brand new track out, which is called Neema. Those two tracks zinatuleta closer to God, right? So next up is a woman that I respect a lot in the game, and she's someone I've been listening to since I learned to listen to music. And her name is Wahu. So Wahu did something incredible, and it's going to be a conversation starter to a lot of guys. So Wahu re-recorded Sweet Love, and remember, this song is one of her biggest songs in back in the day, Apple 2006, Apple 2007. It's one of her biggest songs. Right, so she went ahead and re-recorded the song, and the song was a dedication to her first daughter, to Miso, right? So now, I listened to the old version, incredible, it's great. Now I've listened to the new version, again, it's great. So I'm torn in between. If you've listened to both the songs, is the first song greater than the second song, or is the re-recorded version bigger than the other version? So it's a discussion that it Peter Quina hit the airwaves a lot now. So after listening to the recorded version, and I remember this is only like the second song I've listened to the original and the recorded version. So the first one was Stella by Fresher Mwamburi, you know, the original one. Then now he came and re-recorded the same Stella again with a different vibe, a live session or something like that. So now mtu angekaa chini aulize, this OG artist doing that. So the artists who recorded their songs in the early 2000s, you know, is it okay for them to re-record the same songs with the modern touch? Because the audience that used to listen to those songs back in the day is not the same. And now I always say the consumption of music is with the Gen Zs a lot. Okay, so millennials, not as much, because they're stuck with their old artist. But now for these artists to re-showcase their craft, to showcase again their craft, are they supposed to re-record their old songs ama zibakie tu venye ziko? Because if you listen to the two songs, man, you're like, damn. So Sweet Love ya Wahu ile ya kwanza, and then now you listen to the recorded version, because it was like, okay, like hapa kuna ka touch flani ambako ni ka modern, because it can appeal to the modern audience, right? And of course if you listen to the first song, if any millennial, someone any Gen X, because are like, okay, also this is good. So as the old artist, man, are they supposed to record a few of their songs, or are they supposed to remix a few of their songs, in that they try to like to capitalize on the modern market? Ama kama song ilikuwa tu kali, ibaki tu venye ilikuwa kali. But I listened to the re-recorded version of Sweet Love by Wahu, then I was like, okay, this is incredible, this is nice, and this is good. So it's a discussion. I wish for you to weigh in. Should old artists re-record their old songs so that it can appeal to the new generation, or so that it can give the song a new face as compared to the face that we are used to on that song? Or ama kama wimbo ilikuwa tukali, ibaki venye ilikuwa. And before I sign out, I would love to mention one guy, anaitwa Onyach Pala. If you know Onyach, he's one half of Watendawili. Him and with a man like Uwaya Tajiri, they are a duo by the name Watendawili. And why am I mentioning him? Because also for him, he released like a week ago, he released a new song in Nitakutunza, right? And it's a discussion that I always love to have, because if there is a group and you realize we have artists who are doing their own projects, because we are used to Uwaya Tajiri doing his own projects, right? But now we see a man like Onyach pia na ameanza kuingia in that wave of releasing his solo music. So is it building the group? Are we now experiencing Onyach on another level as compared to the way we will experience him in a group? Or should they just continue doing what they do as Watendawili? Ama everybody is free to create whenever they want to create with whoever they want to create, because Uwaya has been out here, man. He has been on tracks, he has been helping in songwriting, because if you look at Watendawili, we only know Onyach more. We only know Uwaya more as compared to Onyach. But you never know what happens, because I always feel Onyach also has a role that he's playing, which is also as important as the one that Uwaya is also playing in the group. But now we are seeing now Onyach ameanza ku step outside more. He has ameanza ku release tracks, because he has done Takutunza, and also the video is out. Make sure that you go and you check it. But now again, is it a good step for him? Is it a good step for Watendawili? Is it a good step for music, in that, you know, him releasing his own music so that the fans will be able to experience him solo? Or should we just experience him in a group as Watendawili? So that has been my time. They call me Mr. Billy, and of course this is my 2 cents uncensored right here on Zone 69 magazine. Make sure again you go and check out all these tracks. Ziko out, zimetoka. Make sure that you go and support our very own. Peace. I see you on the next one.